Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to JAHAN-E, and once again we are here with a woman of substance. Every day we are introducing one woman of substance to you so that her life can be an example for all of us, an inspiration and motivation for many, many other girls. Today we have Mrs. Vimala. Mrs. Vimala is a social activist. Mrs. Vimala is a social worker. Mrs. Vimala is a firm believer of women empowerment, as she herself practices women empowerment in her own life, and she enjoys full liberty of doing whatever she likes. So let's welcome Mrs. Vimala to the studio. Hi, Mrs. Vimala, how are you?
Good evening to you all. I'm really doing good. How about you, Mrs. Halima?
I'm perfectly all right. Mrs.
I'm really-
Vimala, let me just add your husband's name also, Mrs. Vimala Deenadyalan. So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is your
it's a
full
great.
name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm also very happy about that. Nice it is, really. I'm really thankful to you to give me the opportunity to join in this your effort towards empowering women and all. And it's a great pleasure in talking that subject, and especially on International Women's Day. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Actually, I always believe that women should be given the freedom and liberty of leading their life whatever the way they want. And I have seen in my surroundings, I have seen in my family, I have seen in among my relatives that I have hardly seen them laughing fully, like wholeheartedly. It seems that their life, the women's life or the girl's life is just for others, and they are born for others. They are born for their fathers, they are born for their husbands, they are born for their sons and daughters, they are born for their relatives, but they are not born for themselves. I don't remember that anybody asked the girls that what exactly you like, what is your favorite dish, and where do you want to go, what do you want to be. But all these questions are being asked to the sons and or the boys in the family. So that's what it's in my mind, that I want to do something where I can see my sisters like speaking their minds, and then whatever they think, whatever they feel, there should be some platform there they can express. At least while expressing also, it's going to be a great stress buster. So that I firmly believe. So congratulations, Mrs. Vimala. JAHAN-E has selected you as woman of substance because of your achievements and contributions. So I would like to know about your early life and about your struggle and about your strive to do whatever you are doing.
Thank you for selecting me as the Women of Substance Award. Really, this will really giving me encouragement to do more things in my life, that too in the field of women empowerment and all. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the recognition you had given me. First, let me introduce, as you had told me, it's so difficult to pronounce. I'm Vimala Deenadyalan. I'm Vimala Deenadyalan, a journalist and a social activist from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And I can tell you, like, my hobby, my interest, my job, whatever maybe it is, it's all about doing something good to the society, and especially to the something good for the women empowerment. That is my strong feeling. Apart from taking care of the society's problems every now and then, I do write about the women empowerment. There is many reasons for me to take the women empowerment in my, I took it in my hand. And the main reason I can tell you, like we had been in different parts of the country. And that time I had seen my women folks, they were suffering a lot. And when I find it out, the main nucleus of the problem was, it was completely of the economical problem, I can tell you. That time I have decided myself, we have to make them economically independent. What we have to do? I was thinking. That comes in my mind. We have to make each and every women folk to become an entrepreneur. For that sake, I started in one NGO that is called Regrow. That is, Regrow is Renaissance and Growth of Women. It carries the perfect name, I think. So I started doing many empowerment work for them and all. But every now and then I get what to say, some disturbance, difficulties, everything. But it was strongly embedded in my mind. I have to do something to the society, especially for the women empowerment. So what I have done is I have grouped women folk of 300 to 500 people. Then I asked them about what is your desire, what is your passion, everything. I started asking them. Each one got its different areas of interest. So I grouped them. Like if somebody is having interest towards tailoring, I group them into somebody must be having a related work like learning some embroidery or RE work kind of things. I group them into, segregate them into different group. And some people will be having a catering interest and pickle making kind of things, and they may lead some connects and all. That also we are helping. Some people need education. Education that is of two different kinds. Like academically, they want to develop themselves, or the technical this thing. That also we get segregated and giving trainings and all. But my main motto is to make as many as women as entrepreneurs as possible. That is my main motto. Apart from all these things, I am every now and then I do doing many social activities also. Recently, I have taken the government's project, a community intervention project, which is to eradicate or control, we can say, the corona and all. Such times I had been in the field. I was just 1 feet, 2 feet ahead of that. With the patients and all, I was talking and all such times. Sometimes I'll get even the calls from the government divisions. You please go and counsel somebody because they got that suicidal tendency kind of. I never bother about the timings or nothing. Just I'll straight away go, even if it is 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I'll straight away go into the field and do the counseling and make them feel that he had born as a woman. You should not cry. The first thing I'll tell the women is, whoever maybe I have come across, I say that if you cry, that shows that you are failed in your effort. So don't cry. That's what this thing is.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your beautiful story and inspiring life experiences. Who has inspired you to take up this field? Like, there are so many fields available for you. You are educated, you are smart enough, you are energetic, and you are so active, full of life. You would have taken any other field, but you have chosen social work. What exactly is the reason behind it?
Simply I can tell this because of my parents. Because I had been brought up in such a way, like my father always says, like everyone got money, but only some people have the feeling. Helping others and all, to spend money and helping them, the charity, everything. And I have seen them helping the leprous by buying special chapels for them, by buying special clothes for them and all. And mama used to cook for the blind people. Daddy has sponsored a blind school and all. So I have seen them doing all these things and all. But I can tell you, like when dutifully I was doing that. Because parents are doing, just I am following, that's all. But one day it struck my mind, one small thing, it just completely turned my life. I can tell you, that's what made me to get into this social activity. At that time I was in a different state, Hyderabad, or somewhere else I was there. That time my parents and my brother, they all used to go to Mala Yatra and all. That time they called me and asked me to stay in the house, just because to feed the leprous. Because every day, 11 o'clock, they'll go over there and feed them the lunch and all. So they left, and Papa had told me, like in that particular shop, hotel, I have told them that you'll get the food packets and you issue them. That's what my father told. So I took my Papa's car and went and took the meals, and I was about to offer them and all. On seeing my Papa's car, they all stood up. And when I got down from the car, they started crying. I was really perplexed. What sin I have done? What wrong thing I have done? I was completely confused. Almost all were shedding tears. And they were telling, while I was giving that, they were taking and they are telling, your father and mother should have a very happy life. We are praying for that and all. I said, why? What happened suddenly? No, this 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, no, we feel very hungry. We literally will have the burning sensation in our stomach. That time correctly your parents will come and offer us food. That food when it goes down, no, it will soothe our heart as well as our stomach. So the same feeling they should have in the life they told. This one really, no, made me into completely, what to say, into tears. Then I started thinking about that. Then I thought, why should not we started doing that? Then only I started doing small social work and all. Wherever it is cyclone, wherever it is tsunami, wherever it is flood, I'll be there in the this thing field. Field work also I do. But this and all has not satisfied my this thing. My desire was entirely different. Then when I have seen many people and all, when they were suffering a lot, my friends all they suggested me like why should not you establish an NGO kind of thing and do this thing in what to say focus fully you can do it that no that's what they told. So like that it started. I can tell you that is my parents are the role model for all these things. I'm
Oh,
blessed to have the parents like that.
it's really so touchy, especially when you narrated the story of those hungry and poor people. Really, we don't realize that how do they feel when the first meal is given by us only, and that too at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or whatever time we give them, and they don't have any other source or any other means. This is
Yeah.
really the noblest task, and your father and mother both are have very noble soul. I must say that they are the best example for all of us. And that is the reason you are following their footstep. Now, Vimala ji, this International Women's Day, we have thought of taking one aspect, and the aspect is like fashion. Women are often associated with fashion, and the people say that the women have soft corner for that, and that is their weakness. Many a times we have heard the jokes about women and clothing, women and dressing. Even today when I was in NCRT attending one workshop, so as per NEP 2020, now the things are changing, so that's why there is a change in the literature and language books also. So I was there for one of the workshop. One gentleman has narrated one very beautiful story about the women, because I said that today I'm going to have live show with you, with Vimala ji, on the same topic, fashion, your emotion or emotional fashion. Then he said, yes, you must do it, because there was a joke then that a lady was driving a car and she stopped at the signal, and that time it was red. Then when it became green again, she was just stopping, she was not going. Then the traffic police went to her and then said, madam, this is the best shade of green that we have. We don't have any other shade of green. So the women are like, they are taken in this way, that they have a special consideration for the colors, for the fashion, for the accessories. Now, Vimala ji, you tell me that what is your understanding of emotional fashion, and do you think that we need to fashion our emotions?
Actually, I can say what we wear that affects our emotions and attitudes. See, every morning when we wake up, our part of our routine will be what the dress I'm going to wear today and all. That will be always there, no? Every person, even if it is man or woman, they'll be having it. And especially, I can say you this not only carrying the feelings or emotions or whatever maybe it is. Sometimes it's associated with the closed feelings. I can tell you, other than the fashion, it shows that you are failed in your effort. So don't cry. That's what my feelings or emotions or whatever maybe it is. Sometimes it's associated with the closed feelings. I can tell you, other than the fashion, it shows that you are failed. Shall I continue?
Yes, Mrs. Vimala, yes, it's everything is perfectly all right. You can go ahead. I'll just see. It is some sound is coming that I will manage.
Okay. I'll start here. Every morning when
Yes,
you,
Mrs. Vimala, yes, it's everything is perfectly all right. You can go ahead. I'll just see.
I'm
There's
getting an
some sound is
echo.
coming that I will manage. So now my next question is,
No, I have not finished it. But the thing is, I'm getting the echo sound, so I couldn't continue it. Good. Okay, let me continue that.
okay, fine, you can continue.
Okay. Like other than that fashion, whatever maybe it is, the clothes which we have, if it has the clothes association, that really carries a strong feeling. See, for example, if it is gifted by dad or our close friend or my daughter, or so whoever maybe it is, which are close to our heart, if we wear such kind of clothes, really it carries happiness throughout the day. It actually that particular dress makes our day, makes our happiness and carries our happiness throughout the day. So I feel like emotions and fashions are really interconnected. And moreover, we can say like that dress which we are wearing, no, sometimes it relate to somebody in a different way. For example, if a nurse is wearing a white coat, if she is wearing a white coat, that gives reassurance to the patients. Likewise, if the teachers, especially the primary teachers and nursery teachers, if they wear a good dress and all, the children will get affected. Still, we have this feeling, no? Even after graduation, even after the marriage, also we are telling, no, the Gladia teachers wears very nice dresses and all. I love her the way she speaks and all. So what I feel is the emotions as well as the fashion, it is interconnected. It has got a close association and all. And I can here I would like to quote a Tamil proverb: "All padi, aadai padi." That means even though the person looks good, only half of the credit goes to his looks, but half of the credit goes to the dress which he is wearing, because the dress is the one which impresses the other person first. That's what my feeling is.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me an insight about emotional fashion. Now, a little bit we'll talk about the fashion and environment. You know how fast changing fashions, you know, every time the fashion is changed, and whatever we have, the previous clothing, previous dressing and accessories, now that is outdated. Now we have to go for the new sets of everything. So is this fast changing fashion is harmful for our environment, and how we can think about sustainable development of our society and our we have to think about the next generation also. So what do you think about this habit of or this trend of fast changing fashion?
Fast changing fashion, one way or other, it's good because you're getting everything in affordable price and all. That is different. But I can tell you, like, fashion is the one accounts for the 10% of global carbon emission and 20% of the wastewater, right? Everyone must be aware of that, I think. So it will be a sustainable one, sustainable development, provided the factory that the garment factory which they are producing it, the fabric should be eco-friendly. That's what my opinion is.
Yes, so nice of you that it has to be eco-friendly. Before doing anything or before taking any step, we have to think about our ecosystem, and then accordingly we have to act upon that. And access of anything is bad. You know, we have to do everything in moderation, and we have to think about our environment before taking any step. Thank you very much, Mrs. Vimalaji. And as you know that we are celebrating International Women's Day. And after lockdown and after pandemic and after corona virus and everything, you know, we all were like very not very active, not very cheerful, and somewhere the feeling of sadness is there into our hearts. But now because of the vaccine, we are all hopeful, and that's why we want to celebrate this International Women's Day with full zeal and enthusiasm. What is your preparation for this? How are you going to celebrate this International Women's Day?
Yeah, definitely. Mine will be a little different because I can tell you women empowerment, because I have a very big dream. Maybe it's a dream, but it will come true, I think, so soon. I want to make a establish a commercial hub which should be there outside the city, that is outskirts of city, where you can get pure water, pure air, everything. There I should employ as many women as possible. As many women as possible, I want to give them employment. That ratio also will be 70% of the women and 30% of the men, it will be. And I'll try my level best to make each and every woman or men to become a successful entrepreneur. That is my goal. For that sake, I would like to suggest my sisters that you should have some points in your mind. First, I can suggest them live with a purpose. Just born, just growing, just going. It should not be there. You should live with a purpose. And that purpose also should develop your life as well as the women folk around you. That should be very important. Next is, you can say, try to find out yourself. That is, whatever your strength or weakness or the plus points or minus points, whatever maybe it is, try to find it out. And nurture your nice, good habits and nurture your talents and all. And next thing is love yourself. It is a very most important thing. Love yourself. Even if you do any mistakes, don't think about it again and again. How to come out of the problem, how to come out of the mistake. Next time you should not repeat it. That's what. And next thing I can tell you, continuous learning. Whatever you want to do, even if you are good in tailoring, you want to become an entrepreneur, try to think about it, try to learn about it more. Then try to, how I can make it as a big boutique. That way you just think it, where you can get the training, who will do the training, and what is the market trend, who is our end customer, what are you going to do, personal work, or you are going to sell it, or you are making it as a commercial business kind of things, and who is your end customer. So continuous learning should be there. And whatever the field of interest, last thing I'm telling you, whatever the field of interest you are taking, whatever maybe it is, do it confidently. Whatever it is, you have to love it. Wholeheartedly, you have to love it and do it. If these things, if you follow it, really, it's a real stepping stone towards your success. I'm assuring you, really, it's a stepping stone towards your success. Build your confidence. My dear women folks, again and again, I'm telling you, develop yourself as well as the women folk around you. That is the real great success, and that is my message in this International Women's Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And really like the idea of building the women workforce. That is really great idea. And that idea has given me even idea for my channel for JAHAN-E. I have also dream of making this channel a proper channel, you know, with the studio and with the proper television access and other things. So once we have the dream, then we can always expect that Almighty is going to help us. And if
we are all here to help you out. Don't
thank you very much. And if it is going to be work out, then naturally I'm going to remember your advice to us that we have to have 70% of women so that we can be surrounded by more women than men. Thank you very much for this beautiful advice to the sisters, and thank you for being with us. Once again, congratulations on being selected for Women of Substance. I request you to be with us on 7th so that we can formally present this award to you. Thank you very much, Mrs. Vimala.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the recognition of my social works, and which will make me, marching towards many success for my this thing and for my goal and all. And thanks a lot to give me the opportunity to talk in the Women's Day, International Women's Day. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best, and hearty congrats for all your future endeavors also. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And my dear sisters, please take special care of yourself and be with us on 7th March. Don't forget this date. Thank you. Take care and bye-bye.